Welcome to the FM Sandbox 2 Pernay, and maybe to a second person that might be watching. I don't know. Maybe I'm spoiled. We might have 2, 3 people watching. Who knows? Anywho, let's get right to it. Fun episode. We got some matches with big implications. We are in the semifinals of the Settler Martin Cup. Let's look at it in the tree. Let's look at, from the first round. Look at all these teams. Look at that. Look at how it all went to. Fort Eastgale and Fort Haven and Octavarius and Fort Siskin have made it to the semifinals. Only one second division team, I don't know what I do. Only one second division team has made it to the semifinals. And so the first match we're going to see here is going to be Eastgale versus Fort Haven. Now, these teams literally just played each other. Let's look at the highlights and see what happened there. Fort Haven, which I have to show you on the table because Fort Haven, I didn't even realize in the last episode, they overtook Mute City for first place. So let's check it out. Let's see what happened when Fort Haven and Eastgale played each other. And Aristotle, oh great philosopher, got the goal. We did see these highlights in the last episode, but I figured do a little refresher. Got a little cat, of course, always can never have an episode without the cats doing something behind me. And Hector Herrera there getting the final goal. So, that's going to be our first match on the docket here, our first semifinal match. As we can see, unfortunately, Aristotle is out with a broken ankle, so I don't even think we'll have him for the Gold Cup. And then for Eastgale, Van Nauman is suspended, so it's going to be pretty even. As we look in the table for Settlers of Catan, we can see that, again, Fort Haven recently overtook Mute City for first place, as Mute City's lost a couple of their games in the last 2. Let's get right to it. Fort Haven versus Eastgale. Eastgale is a team fighting to make it into the playoffs. And let's get right to it. The first Settler... Okay, well, I guess we're not on it yet. But... this will be the first of the 2 semifinals this episode. Again, no Aristotle. What are you doing? You crazy cat. You're jumping around everywhere like a jackrabbit. Jeez. Okay, so as we know, Eastgale, they boast Cloud Song. He's one of the best players in the Settlers of Catan. 15 goals, 7 assists. And Fort Haven, obviously they got Jackson Donicon, the national team keeper, and Tristan Seeker. So Tristan Seeker is definitely going to have to make up for where they will not have Aristotle. There's just so much noise going on. I got cats, I got buses with terrible brakes. I hear the brakes on that bus, and I'm just thinking, like, that bus is just begging to flip over. Okay, maybe it's not a bus, actually. It kind of sounds like a transformer. All right, anywho, distract the noise. Let's do this. All right, no, let's pause. We're going to pause, and we're going to wait for this to subside. Okay, all right. Peace has been brought back. Let's do this. Okay, play. All right. So again, interesting formation here that Eastgale have using just 3 center backs. This was a formation that I loved in the last Football Manager. I got so many good results, and I could do so much with teams that didn't have a lot of quality players. But I have not gotten it to work in this Football Manager. So let's see if Eastgale can get it to work. And it's going to start off with a penalty as Black took down a Fort Haven player. And who's taking this penalty? Let's see. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Tristan Seeker, and he sends the keeper the wrong way. And Fort Haven goes up 1-0 in the semifinals. Now, what's crazy is if Fort Haven wins and then Fort Siskin wins the other match, that's a rivalry match. I made these 2 teams fierce rivals, so that would be fun to see a rivalry match in the end of the Settlers of Catan here. And Fort Haven has a chance to do the treble too. They might get in first place in the league, they might get the Settler Martin Cup final, and they might win the league. So there's no real trophy for coming first in the league, but we'll just pretend it's here in our hearts. Okay, so kind of a pedestrian first half. Looks like Eastgale's kind of adjusted their formation a little bit, brought back those wide attacking midfielders a little bit, but again, the 3 center back formation just does not work in this Football Manager. And here we go, Ishmaeli tries to find Seeker. Seeker ends up getting it. Seeker gets it to free dropper to Rueg, and Rueg gets a goal, and it's really looking like East. It's really looking like Eastgale is going to be saying goodbye to their journey here, as Fort Haven is really just, again, look, as you can see here, the three center backs are just not working. They're just they're allowing too much space on the sides there, and they're having to cover too much. Look at these. Look at those two wide players. It's just completely. And then the Eastgale players are just covering the middle too much. That's definitely not going to work. But yeah, it looks like they're trying. Yeah, Eastgale's all kinds of messed up right now. They're going back, they're going forward, they're going back to their old formation. I've never found in Football Manager. I know some people say that's what you got to do in Football Manager, but I've never found switching formations a bunch works. For me, I'm more of a, I like my style, and I'm going to find players that fit my style. But you never know. I should try adjusting formations more. All right, so a lot of shots for Eastgale, but really they got killed with that penalty kick right at the beginning, and they're going to lose at home here. And yeah, really poor showing. But hey, Fort Haven showing why they're in first place as they book their place into the finals of the Settler Martin Cup. I was thinking of doing a 3-match episode, but I think we are going to maybe save that for the next. We'll see. Maybe we'll see, because I don't know when the final of this tournament will be. All right, so that was the first match. Let us go ahead. You know, I don't even have to say I'll be right back, because the next match is on the next day. So, Octavarius versus Fort Siskin, two teams that have never played each other because they're both in different divisions. Let's look at this. Paco, that's a huge loss for Octavarius. He is suspended. The Carpatron Duc Marriott, their wingback on the right, he is suspended. Ricardo Horto, who we've seen play really well, he's out. So Octavarius missing a lot of their key players. So this is the chance for Fort Haven to really strike while the animal is wounded. Fort Siskin is second place in the Catan second division. We haven't checked out the second division table for a while. And as you can see, they're fighting for an automatic promotion spot. But a lot of teams are fighting for that too. So, but they have qualified for the playoffs no matter what. So they are in second place. And we'll check out their lineups in a second. Let's go ahead, and Octavarius is 8th place. So two teams doing well in their respective divisions. Let's find out what happens. That was anticlimactic. Should have just skipped right to the game. To things. Oh, okay, so we just saw this. Maybe Fort Siskin can do better, but they are also doing a 3 center back formation with their wings backs pushing up a little higher. But they're a little different than mine. I'm worried for them because they don't got that playmaker here behind the striker. So there might be big lagoons left behind. But their star player for sure is Zaza Kamanulaye. I'm going to give myself a round of applause on the name there. 10 goals, 4 assists, and 36 appearances. You know, pretty good. He's gotten his team to second place. And Octavarius, again, no Paco, but Kuas here is playing pretty well. And Lake and Shivers and El Lobo and Arnold Pataki straight off the bat. These are players that they're going to have to rely on without their star players. So, all right, our second time, so who will play Fort Haven in the finals of the Settler Martin Cup? Will it be their rivals Fort Siskin or Octavarius? Fort Siskin is in the red and yellow striped jersey. Octavarius is in the light blue. Very cute. I don't know why it's cute. It just is. So again, 2 matches so far that were the highlights. It was a very highlight light episode. You know, I'm tempted. This might be a 3-parter or a 3-match episode, because kind of killing it on time here. All right, let's see. No highlights in the first half. You never know. This might go to the extra time, and as we've seen, we've only had 1 match this season that featured penalty kicks, and it literally took 10 minutes. So kind of hoping that doesn't happen again, and it won't so far if it stays like this. As on the corner kick, Boris Pamplona gets a scrappy goal. Morton Shellman crossed it in, and Adama, wow, he was able to head it. It looked like barely the defender was able to push that away. Let's check it out again here. It was not offsides, Shellman crossed it, and Adama headed it to the far post, and it got slid into the path of Boris Pamplona. And Octavarius takes the lead. Again, Fort Siskin, they should be proud of themselves. Second division, making it to the semifinals of the domestic cup. Lake and Shivers with a chance, and that is a goal. And it's looking like Octavarius versus Fort Haven's going to be this final, unless Fort Siskin can just get it together and maybe make a comeback. The Moon Man is pleased. He's in the stands saying, "I love watching all these young men." And we love you for being there to watch them. Okay. Puperi gives it to Pamplona. Pamplona finds Adama. Adama, who really was instrumental in getting that goal, winning that header in the box. Svensson, attempted to find Pataki, but it got stolen away by Fort Siskin. Now Fort Siskin, they're desperate. They're going to try to get back into this game. Legoff gets it to Fury. Fury to Gray. And where are the wide players? The wingbacks are not pushing up enough. And Gray gets it to Kamanulea. Kamanulea gets it to Fury. Fury, his shot gets pushed away by Puperi. I'm going to add Puperi to the national pool. I don't know if he is or not, but maybe he could do well for us. And that goes out, and that will end Fort Siskin's little run here. No, okay. Let's see. Let's put in Puperi into the... No. What about Kamanulea? Can we add him? No, he's already in the national pool. Okay, so both players are already in the national pool. And, yeah, we got about 10 minutes left here, and that is going to be a red card. Or, yes, his second yellow. I already know it. Ventesi is sent to the showers early. Oh, wow. So, like you say, Octavarius and Fort Haven dominated their opponents. Really, not much opposition. So they definitely deserve to be in the final together. Hey, you never know. This might be the final of the league championship as well. Xander with the ball gets the Shivers. Shivers to Pamplona. Pamplona to El Lobo. Is El Lobo going to shoot it? He does, but it goes wide. And, yes. If it wasn't even harder for Fort Siskin before the red card, well, now it's just hopeless. And 4 minutes of extra time. Xander gives the Shivers. Shivers back to Xander. Xander crosses it. And Kulas with the goal. Taking the cross from Xander. Hey, you know. Octavarius, they didn't need their two-star players. If Paco had been playing, it would have been 6-0 probably. Kulas putting it where the keeper had no chance. And let's keep this going. Let's end this game. Let's see. You know, I think I'm tempted. I'm trying to think of how I want to structure these things. But you know, I say why not? Let us do one more match, I think, because I think it will be because I believe in the next episode. Yes. So in the final, the final will take place on the 17th or May 1st. So that should be right before the playoffs for the league start. So I think we're going to do one more match here. So I will be right back while I figure out which team we're going to watch. Okay, so welcome back. I figured we'd give a break on summer since we've seen so many of their matches, but let us check out their victory over Torvino. Pernay, I kind of wish I did show this one, but I know you're going to be pleased to see this result. Unfortunately, they're still using Geronimo Rulli as their keeper. But you never know. Maybe you'll get back in for the playoffs. Because it's looking like Sommer might make it. Here we go. Sommer with the first goal. G the Dope, who has been on fire since Manuel Pellegrini took over the team. But Torvino would not just fall down. Desario dribbling. I think he dummied G the Dope there. And but Severe Balic getting the penalty in the 88th minute. So, we got a playoff battle.
Playoffs, baby! Playoffs! Left or right.
New Mexico and Scheif. This is a final for them. Whoever loses, I don't think will make the playoffs. Whoever wins will stay on there with Sommer. As you can see, Sommer has 42 points. Scheif has 37, and New Mexico has 35. So Scheif desperately needs to win this one. So let's see, two desperate teams fighting for the final playoff spot. I figure, you know, we could go for the teams higher up the table, but they've already qualified for the playoffs. Let's check out teams that are fighting for the playoffs. And here we go, New Mexico versus Shife. New Mexico's in the white jerseys, Shife in the black and pink. And we've seen Shife, I believe in the last episode or a couple episodes before, Mikael Roberts and Jim Bob Jones leading the line for them. And they've really, they started off the season very poorly, but they really came through at the end here. New Mexico, for a while, they peaked at the wrong time. They peaked in the middle of the season. Oh! And that corner kick gets barely blocked away by the keeper. Yeah, New Mexico, I think, again, I think everybody knows that about football. You always got to peak at those right moments. And New Mexico, they peaked in the middle of the season, but then they started falling off towards the end, and that's why they are where they are. But let's look at the table down here. Some are occupying that last playoff spot, but it's going to come down to the last match day. I'm excited for the next episode because it will be the last match day before the playoffs. And I believe we'll also have the final of the Settler Martin Cup. But we're here right now, so let's check out and see what Shife versus New Mexico do. And I'm just having terrible luck choosing these games because we are just not getting any highlights. New Mexico dominating possession but not getting any shots. And Shife is clearly beating them on the counterattacks. Oh, here we go. New Mexico steals it. He gets the Destro. Destro! Oh! I think it's one of those situations where New Mexico, it's going to be they won't make it to the playoffs because some are lost, but they have a chance to ruin Shife's dreams right here. And Shife sends in the free kick. And they're looking at the VAR. What's the VAR going to say? And it looked like it's a good goal. It looks like it's a good goal. Because remember, in this game, if the ref goes to check it, it's almost always a goal. If he doesn't, then it's offsides. But yes, perfect. Hayakawa found Fleming at the far post, and that puts Shife in the lead, and that keeps Shife in the playoff hunt for the final match day. And let's see. And, okay, so 3 pretty pedestrian results. Not the most exciting, but all the pieces matter. Everything comes together. Yeah, not tremendously exciting. We did get to see the semifinals. We got one little bonus match. The bonus match, I should have just went with Sommer, but still, So let's look at exactly what we're got ahead for ourselves in the next episode. So we got only one, as you can see here, Torvino qualified, Eastgale qualified, Snowblind qualified. Only one playoff spot left to be taken. And let's see, we got Sommer with 42 points. Shife still can do it. Sandtrap can do it. Villa can do it. Those are the last 3 teams that have a chance. But, I think the most likely one would be Shife. Let's see who will be playing. So we're going to and Sommer's we're gonna already just say right now, we're attending that match. Sommer taking on Pinkston, while Shife will take on Torvino. 2 hard matches for these playoff fighting teams. And then after that, we will have the Settler Martin Cup final. So be prepared for, I wouldn't say crazy, but let's be real, it will be moderately fun. But it will be a moderately fun episode. Thank you, Pranay, for watching, and maybe somebody else. And until the next time, take care, party people.